Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back for some SA Dota. Division 2 is what we started off with today, but we do have 4 matches for you in SA. 2 Division 2, and then afterwards 2 Division 1 games. So a lot of Dota coming up on the Epulze gaming channel. My name is Dktruman, and I'm once again joined by Ace. Thank you very much for joining me today.
Hello DK, hello everyone. Let's go. Some nice games today here. Important games.
I think we're at the stage where pretty much every game is important. It's getting down to the wire. You also have... Okay, I would say that this one is super important. I think the last day is going to decide everything because the last day is Ravens versus Mad Kings and Cortiba versus Dreamers, so that's going to be a lot of fun. I assume we're going to have tiebreakers, but the question is, Ace, are we going to have a 4-way tiebreaker? Because if Mad Kings wins today, they can force Ravens into tiebreakers on the last day as well. There's a lot of shenanigans going on. This is pretty nuts.
Yeah, even for relegation, right? Balrogs is still on a very complicated situation with Gorilla's Pride and Loping, and on the top of the list, Ravens, Mad Kings. They're kind of getting close to Curitiba. Dreamers, stomped everyone pretty much. So this is going to be interesting. Last week is going to be hype.
Yeah, but that is, of course, next week. We still have these couple of matches. Yeah, Balrogs, of course, they're going to be playing with King Tekka or Queen Tekka. So whichever pretty much you prefer. I don't necessarily know which one I need to stick with, but normally I just call him King Tekka. Back in the roster, of course, the only win that they managed to secure on the Balrogs was when he came back. So, that's a painful blow for the moment that they, of course, booted him from the team.
Yeah. I prefer to call him King Tekka. I remember the old times when he played for Infamous and pretty much destroyed the Brazilian teams. So some PTSD from that time. King Tekka the King.
Yeah, Brazilian teams being destroyed. Yeah, that never otherwise happens.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It's okay. It's fine.
the substitutes didn't really work out for the Balrogs. They had Sole and Hijack. Both of those it did not click that well. But a team where it does tend to click is the Mad Kings. And honestly, they're, in my eyes, the revelation of this season. Red Monster with his drafting and in-game leading, they're very capable altogether. And they definitely have proven that because the laning stage is also really good. But the amount of aggression that they bring into the game is... And that's saying for South America, that's unrivaled. I don't see any other team in South America bringing that much aggression right after the laning stage, going for smoke gangs left and right. They are against teams, and even though they're only like 2k ahead, they're 20 kills ahead at like 20 minutes. They are just trying to stomp as hard as they can, and that is some just beautiful aggression coming out from the Mad Kings team. I'm a big fan.
I agree. They're a very high-paced team. I like to see their early game rotations. I really hope they get to maybe go to Div 1. Who knows? I love to see new players coming into the scene. I'm not very familiar with all of them. Maybe RZT is the older name. I don't know. Adrian, newcomer for me. RM, Pablo, Jackie, Tokyo. I love to see new names.
Yeah, Adrian's been on a couple of smaller teams, but not really. Like, most of these players are kind of unknowns. Jackie Tokyo is actually really good. It seems that anyone that has Tokyo in their name is really good on that mid lane. But yeah, Red Monster is actually used to be the coach for Beast Coast for quite a while. That was kind of when, Beast Coast started to look really good last season. Of course, he's gone right now, and he decided to become a player himself, which is kind of a weird way to move, of course, because normally it's, player gets old, is too terrible to play, becomes a coach. And he's like, nah, I know the game inside and out, becomes a coach, decides I can do it better, turns into a player.
There's also the case where a player becomes a coach and then comes back to play, like Seb, Misha. Now we have RM, Red Monster, so it's nice to see the coaches feeling the urge to play again. I love that.
Yep, definitely love to see this team. Of course, we are quickly getting ready. I guess slight delay in the lobby right now, but yeah, for these two teams, there's a lot on the line, of course. Mad Kings need to win this if they want to have everything in their own hands, because if they win now and against the Ravens, then they will at least force out tiebreakers amongst everything that will be played. And if possible, Balrogs win this, they might try and dodge relegation, because Gorilla's Pride is 1 and 5, Noping is 1 and 4, Balrogs is 1 and 4, South Team is 2 and 3. So they're all pretty close to each other, but you're gonna need a win on the Balrog side if you want to have any money at the end of the season, because of course last two spots get nothing, which I still don't really like that they implemented that. It feels, you know, painful. On
That's
top
very
of the fact that
sad.
you already get kicked out.
That's very sad for these Div 2 teams. 6 weeks for like only experience. It's not paying, I guess, for them. This G Pride team, I'm very surprised they're doing this bad on the DPC, actually, because I really like their carry player. Also, yeah, Domi, they're 1 and they're 5. I like their playstyle very much. Just surprised to see them doing this bad. 1 and 5.
Yeah, it happens if pretty much you play one game with your team and then you kick your offlaner. That I mean,
Whoa.
there's a lot of stuff that goes on in the background that I don't know of and stuff, but that just seems like a very dumb move. Just saying. Like, if you wait until like 4 series and then you kick him, sure, you got some subs that you can use back then, but now you have to bring him back because you're through all your subs. So kicking him actually resulted in just really nothing for the most part. And now you probably are playing with 5 players on the Discord, and you know, one is probably not even has his microphone muted, or they put everything, you know, they put their differences aside. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see if they play that well together in game number 1. The draft is on its way, so jumping in immediately to see what heroes do get chosen.
Okay, let's go. Already the Enigma ban for Balrogs. Balrogs plays this Enigma. I'm surprised they are the ones banning it on first phase.
Yeah, but Argentine plays it as well, and he tends to win his lane, which is like pretty nice.
Crazy for Enigmas.
Yeah, and it's also he builds like a spirit vessel, and then you got the Enigma just constantly pushing in all the side lanes, which works really well with, of course, the aggressive kind of playstyle that Mad Kings has.
I'm glad Dawnbreaker is banned, because this is my 7th game I cast today, and all of the previous game had Dawnbreakers. Divine Raper Dawnbreakers, Rampage Dawnbreakers. I'm kind of sick of this hero for today, at least.
Such a good hero, but that's the problem. It's too good. It's really, really annoyingly good.
Really feels like it.
Yeah, I you know, I rave about it every single time as well. You know, it's a hero that can literally play all 5 roles, which should not exist. There's the other hero that's also kind of busted at the moment, the Marcy, picked up on the Mad Kings with the DP. So you got, again, 2 very early aggressive heroes chosen by the Mad Kings.
Yeah, and even maybe they are picking their lane on this first phase. Marcy and DP are very strong lane. Marcy secures DP's farm, also provides some kill potential. I like this lane a lot. They go for it, of course.
It is Dire's ban.
It's still flexible. Death Prophet. There was a time when people played Death Prophet as a 5, but I think that one has completely died out. I haven't seen that in a while. Same with the tied 5 position that we saw as well in SA for, I guess, last season. Also, just, I mean, to be fair, no one really picks tied anymore.
Turn to ban.
It's Puck pick, securing the mid laner, relieve some pressure on the draft. I like this.
It's also a hero that you can pretty much always pick, because it doesn't necessarily have like the strongest counters anymore, and it is probably top 3 strongest mid laners this patch.
Yeah, the fact that you can just pick Puck first phase is very good right now, because
Seconds
this
remain.
hero was very bad a couple of months ago.
5
Very bad
seconds
stats,
remain.
so he would not do very well in lane. He would rely on rotations to connect. Now the hero feels, I don't know, better.
Yeah, definitely do think so as well. It's also the Witchblade build-up. He had a moment where his damage actually was a little bit lacking, but now that
Yeah.
everyone goes Witchblade on Puck and Void Spirit as well, which of course gets banned out immediately, the damage is actually insane. And you get to the point where you've got the both cooldown talents, I think at level 10 and level 20, plus the Octarine core, and then you're just permanently jumping all over the place.
Very annoying hero to play against if you don't have instant setup for him. I do like Marcy against the Puck in some situations where Marcy can just blink and dispose Puck,
5 seconds. It is Radiant's ban.
so Puck just dies from that. I've seen that time and time again. We'll see this game, who gets to counter who.
Yeah, the draft is still pretty young at the moment. Doom, it's also not like a super good Doom game, because kinda you want to Doom DP, but if he gets his EXO out, then you don't want to Doom DP. Marcy's also not really a hero that is ever worth dooming, and is also a hero
Yeah.
that can save you against a possible Doom.
Yeah, it might be support Doom. We'll see. First phase him. Last picks for Mad Kings, so Mad Kings will pick
Radiant's
accordingly,
turn to pick.
so they will not counter themselves against this Doom. Balrog seems to like it, though. Look how Balrogs protects this Puck pick. Void Spirit, Templar, and Night Stalker banned to secure Puck's game.
10
I like this
seconds.
a lot.
And they're making sure that the
5 seconds
at least
remain.
one of their lanes will have an advantageous game, but there's still, you know, a plentitude of heroes that are fairly annoying for a Puck to deal with. Luckily enough, most of them aren't really in the meta at the moment. I always think of Lina being probably still the strongest mid laning hero in the game forever and ever.
Dyer's turn to pick.
Yeah,
That's a good steal hero. Good steal game so far.
so that means Mars is either post 5 or post 3, I guess. Not every team plays the Rubik 5. Rubik
10
is mainly
seconds
4
remaining.
position.
I would assume Red Monster's going to be
5
playing the
seconds
Marcy so he can put,
remaining.
you know, set the tempo for his team. Where he's just the initiator and start to make plays. If he dies, it doesn't matter too much. I have seen some Marcy's mid as well lately. Of course, it is a hero that
Holy.
you just get a BKB basher and you're kind of done. Like, you've got everything you need.
I don't like this DP Rubik lane. Rubik doesn't seem to provide a lot for DP. I'd rather go with Tiny, Marcy, or Spirit, some heroes that can just frontline for DP in lane. Rubik has to stay in lane, has to play on the pulse, has to, I don't know, harass their position 5 to secure DP's lane. But he doesn't do that very well. But I guess against Doom and Puck, very good hero.
It's always nice to have some good old steals. Fairly classic as well. So, how are you gonna finish this draft on the Balrog side? Because you mentioned, of course, Doom could be a support. Do you still want them to stick with that with the Rubik choice, or do you just think a core Doom could also do the job?
He can also do the job, but you need to pair him with a good position 4. I'd like to see the Visage Doom lane. It seems it's gonna be the Lycan Doom lane, I guess. King Tekka Lycan with the
It's a weird lane,
Doom
I know.
4.
You're trying
Yeah,
to wrap
very
your head
weird.
around it. I can
Yeah.
see that, and I'm also like, that's a weird lane. I guess they're really tanky against like the Marcy tossback into +1.
5 seconds.
I do hope that it's going to be a Pudge. I know that no one, you know, I always hope it's going to be a Pudge, but I would love to see a Pudge safe lane here. Combined with the Marcy, tossback, hook, against a Lycan Doom, like, you could just walk over them.
That would be fun.
Radiant must choose.
Unfortunately, they rarely do fun.
Oh, I love this Dazzle pick. So a lot, this early game for Balrogs seems to be very strong.
They're really
Dazzle,
trying to
Lycan,
compete
Puck.
with Mad
Yeah.
Kings. So,
10 seconds
Dazzle
remain.
pick, I mean, normally you pick Dazzle as like a laning partner with the Lycan with the heal bomb on the Wolves. But that would mean that you'd put the Doom probably, unless this is a safe lane Lycan, which also not many people run anymore.
There is a thing here that Mad Kings can just outplay Balrogs, because Rubik against Dazzle is very good, especially when Rubik has the shard. So the poison hexing people is very, very nice on Rubik.
Radiant's turn to ban.
This is a very good steal. He might stick with this poison. Maybe the whole game.
Yeah, especially against like Lycan, you get like Lycan and all of his minions hex, which is
Yeah.
neat little plus. But yeah, Morphling gets chosen here. I find the Morphling an interesting choice because it feels like Balrogs do have a lot of damage against the Morph to burst him down.
Yes, the Puck is very good against the Morph too, especially if Puck has a good game. I do like the Morph against the Lycan because you can just trade with the Lycan. You can just kill the summons with the waveform talent. Morph needs to have fast fingers though, because Doom can just doom him and Morph is done. But you can always go for the Linkens on Morph as well. Maybe Linkens Manta is the build here. We'll see. It seems like a okay Morph game at this point. Oh, the Tide ban.
Hey,
You mentioned the Tide
yeah.
not being picked. Now he's being banned.
that's really good against the Lycan, so I guess that's the main reason why they quickly get rid of that hero before, you know,
5 seconds.
mistakes are made. And they pick up the Tide, pops the Ravage, and your entire team fight is destroyed. Same with the Underlord banned out. And considering Mad Kings, you know, they could still pick a mid laner or an off laner for that matter, because DP lanes pretty decently against the Puck.
Yeah. Balrog thinks
10
Mad
seconds
Kings
remain.
needs a offlane. Yeah, offlane, because Night Stalker,
5
Underlord, and Tide
seconds
bans.
remain.
And Mad Kings also thinks that Balrogs need an off lane, so they're expecting this to be a safe lane Lycan. Or safe lane Doom,
against-
which Pure runs in EU. Okay, now I have zero clue how the... I guess 4 Snapfire, Doom off lane, Lycan safe, Dazzle 5, Puck mid.
That seems to be it.
That is a...
What's the build here for Lycan? Orchid against Morph? I don't know.
I think it's just,
10 seconds.
you know, you're gonna get run at most of the time by Mad Kings, and you're gonna try and run at them yourself. They have no ways of dealing with your creeps at the moment with the Mad Kings lineup. You've got the minus armor from Dazzle, Snapfire. Like, you can run a very fast draft here on Balrogs to take down buildings, Roshan. There is a slight bit of a tool to deal with the Lycan chasing after you, but I honestly really like the Balrogs draft here.
Yeah, me too. But this Centaur, it adds a lot for Mad Kings because they were lacking initiation. They only had the red monster with a Marcy jump. So this Centaur synergizes very well with the Rubicon lane. Is very good. Against the Puck, he can just surprise RoboZ. Yeah, but Balrog's draft, I don't know, with this Puck, Snapfire combo, a lot of team fight. Puck versus the Centaur as well. If you are on the coil, you cannot escape. So I do favor
10
Balrog's draft
seconds
here
remain.
a little bit.
5
Okay.
seconds
Yeah,
remain.
I also favor the Balrogs draft, but I have been surprised by Mad Kings in the past. I just feel that they don't have enough tools for the Lycan. And it is, by the way, an offlane Snapfire, so still sticking with the 4 position Doom. And I mean, for position Doom's probably for the better because that means you can just drop it. Like, you're not so dependent on your Doom. You can just drop it. If it fails, that's terrible, but you'll live. If it's on a core and you use your big cooldown ulti and it fails, then you're a lot worse off in that situation. So I like it. Plus, you need to make sure that, honestly, most of the time, Rubik cannot steal the Doom because that would be disastrous.
Yeah, I also like Stampede against Doom. This spell is very good because you can just disengage, you can just reset fights. Puck and Doom have these two heroes need to be playing together. They need to match rotations. Morrissey. I don't think Morphling can out carry the whole Balrogs lineup here. So I see Balrogs being on the timing. They need to use this snowball potential they have to get a huge lead early on.
Yeah, I can definitely get behind that as well. It's a dangerous game. Normally it's Mad Kings on a timer. This time it is the Balrogs, though. Even though if you get to the later portions of the game, they have still gotten some tools, and like Puck becomes really strong later portions of the game as well. But yeah, Morphling for the most part, super scary hero to deal with. You kind of need to stop him in his tracks or win the game before he gets too big. Luckily enough, E-Blade Morphling doesn't exist anymore, so you don't have to deal with that shenanigan, even though I really miss it because I really liked that, you know, the E-Blade Morphling build. It was very interesting.
You're not support player, right?
I am a support player.
If you're talking this.
I love 100%.
How dare you?
You know, it's one of those things where I love watching it, don't like playing it. I love watching a Slark. It's one of my favorite heroes to watch. Playing against it means I never have any wards on the map, and that pisses me off. So, no, Arc Warden, same story. Love watching the hero. Playing against it is hell. Literal hell.
I agree. But I do miss some Slark action.
Sometimes, very rarely, but sometimes still does pop up. They're going to go in on 5-5-5. Benny's trying to yoink that bounty. Oh, scoop, scoop. 3 bounties secured. They will lose 5-5-5 regardless, though. But 3 bounties for a first blood. Kill went to Ars and T, so it's... okay, he's going to get himself 2 bracers. That is actually going to be pretty problematic here for the Lightning. He's actually going to probably get bullied out.
Yeah. Centaur is one of these offlaners. If he goes ahead against the enemy, he can just dominate the lane.
And that is definitely a very scary prospect in this scenario.
Yeah. Double Braces Centaur is very good at last hitting as well.
And later on with the double edge, retaliate, everything scaling with your strength. Even your ulti. Fun hero. I do think that most teams forget about the shard on Centaur, which I think is still one of the greatest shards ever, where you're at one point you see Centaurs walking around with like 7 or 8k 8k HP, and you're like, how are we ever supposed to kill this?
Not sure. Maybe magical damage, trying to burst him.
Yeah, look at the magical damage on Balrog's side. Like, it's kisses and coil?
Pretty much.
The Morphling Marcy lane is also so solid because Marcy, well, in this case, I assume once he gets level 3, he's going to get sidekick. And that is just superb for the Morphling. It's a nice 35% lifesteal.
For Morph, this is insane. You can just go Roshan with this. I like it.
I don't like Marcy's. Mainly because it just pisses me off 90% of the time.
Oh, Quinteka is in trouble. Doom bar blocks. Very nice.
And bottom lane taking some damage, but he's got that chain lightning. From Flona spamming it. He actually prefers, of course, the mana burn creep. That one is nowhere to be seen just yet. Yeah, a lot of action coming out in the bottom lane. Where do you think we're going to see the next kill transpiring, by the way, on this map? Mid, top, or bot?
It feels like bot lane is gonna be the one. Maybe on level 3 for Mad Kings. Quinteka has to play very careful here. He's already kind of scared.
Yeah, it's a scary lane. Of course, they are pretty durable with the Doom and Snapfire. A lot of strength between them. I really think that there's a severe underuse of Timbersaw in SA. That hero in 90% of the games would just run over the enemy team.
I was thinking of Timbersaw for Mad Kings on this last pick. They went for the Centaur. And I do prefer the Centaur, but I was feeling the Timber.
Yeah, I just really like Timber games as well. Bottom lane, yeah, there's the sidekick. Adrian healing up nicely. Toss back, okay. But the problem is he's a bit too fast with the Scorched Earth. And we'll be able to walk back to safety. Jackie Tokyo in mid lane is doing pretty decently against the puck. Actually doing pretty exceptionally against the puck. Both have, I mean, there is slight kill potential, but nearly non-existent because DP heals too much and you don't want to level silence at all at this stage on the Death Prophet.
You don't want to try to win against Death Prophet. This is a lane you should play for the draw. Just a misuse of resources if Puck tries to kill the DP every time.
Yeah,
Beck is going for the steal, but no run.
There's not too much action happening.
Maybe this Dazzle here, if he goes too far. Dazzle, careful, my friend. Okay.
Well, he does get stomped, smacked, does not have Shallow Grave. Argentine is actually getting slowed by the Ghost, so he can't hunt him down. That is the luck of the neutrals. Actually, Pablo taking a lot of damage from the wolves in the meantime.
Yeah, Dazzle with the Ranger ups plus stick charges manages to survive this aggression. Argentine might be dead, one hit.
Even the best gladiators
It does
must
get taken down, and top seems to be a kill securing. Pablo pretty much forced to walk all the way back to base on that very slow Rubik. Doesn't even have brown boots yet. Which is surprising that he hasn't been sent back to base before, considering you're laning up against a Dazzle. If Dazzle hits you one time with that poison touch and you don't have boots, he's just going to chase you forever.
Kentucky here, very tanky with the Snapfire, but he might be dead. Yeah, he's dead.
Yep. Kill comes in, Adrian gets it secured. They find the kill onto Queen Tech. At top net worth is Jackie Tokyo, but Benny in the top lane is actually having a lot more farm than initially expected. He also has the Helm of Iron Will already. It's pretty much close to done with that Helm of the Dominator. That's a really good start for the Lycan.
Yeah, he can just go jungle or try to gank with a Dominator plus Shapeshift. Let's see how Benny decides to play this early game.
There is little hope.
Also, he's ahead in experience against the Centaur.
Chase down with the attempt with the Exorcism pop from Jackie Tokyo. First Exo not really resulting in much, just a lot of damage being dealt. Actually, chase in
A lot of
RM.
damage.
Can't get the drag back, but there we do have the dispose, and 555 will be taken down.
To fortify their structures against attack.
Another glyph, but the Exo is running out, so they will not be taking this tower, I feel. RoboZ has DD.
And a coil. And Jackie Tokyo, are there any more rotations? They're going to go in on the DP, but yeah, that's a lot of burst damage right there. Walking right to towards two bursting heroes. That's painful to watch.
What is Plana thinking?
RoboZ, oh man's very greedy. RM's got the dispose available. He's going to jump in, toss back, surround RoboZ, zap him down, and Balrogs are really overextending completely on their heroes. They're not even doing it together. Like, if they did it together, sure, but they're both too low to actually engage, and they still go in.
They're baiting themselves on this little place. Also, Morph is free farming bottom. So Balrogs should be careful with this kill attempts on mid lane, because Adrian can just stomp this lane against Quinteka. He's already stomping.
Quinteka is getting some free farm time here. Adrian headed over towards the jungle, doesn't have any life steal yet. Pamplona. He actually has Frost Attack, which is like... I mean, no, it's just garbage. It's just straight garbage.
If he manages to hit once,
For Radiant's middle tower.
Then that would be a miracle, but...
Even then, that would be very bad, because his attack speed doesn't match the duration of this low.
Yeah, and you also are laning up against the Marcy plus Morph, which is like mobility upon mobility, so slowing them for 1.5 seconds does actually nothing. Just get a good creep, Pamplona. Just get the haste creep, the speed aura creep. That one's better. Or the protective aura. It gives you literally GPM. I always forget that there's a GPM creep out there that gives you 20 GPM for aura for all your teammates.
They need to buff that GPM.
At 20
Might be broken though.
Yeah, no, if they buff it to like 50, then you're gonna have a Chen send out in the game, get all those creeps and send one to every one of his teammates.
Yeah. Round 2 on mid lane.
And Jackie Tokyo, his teammates are nowhere to be seen though, and there's massive TPs coming in. Quinteka even has some kisses. Jackie Tokyo, Invis rune, but there's the Invis detection, waiting for the coil to end, and he's actually gone. Wow. Center, they're even sending out the Lycan with the shapeshift. Jackie Tokyo, might they finally kill him? It's a full-on 5-man rotation, but they finally do take him down.
Jackie wasn't expecting that centaur to be Lycans. The centaur just stomped him and he was like, what? Why he's stunning me?
Why you gotta be so cruel?
Yeah.
You got a centaur too. And he probably was hoping for
Benny.
Stampede from RZT, but that one was on cooldown. So a little bit more problematic. Did at least force like everyone to be distracted in the top lane, plus Stream Coil, Mortimer's Kisses, and Shapeshift was used. Doom bottom lane, taken down by Adrian. Quinteka going in for Red Monsoon's trying to run away, but he won't be able to disengage. Adrian trying to chase after Quinteka, but he turns into a piggy and runs back to safety.
Okay, nice for Quinteka to get these solo kills. Level 8 right now. A lot of XP on this Snapfire. And Mad King's still trying to poke this mid tower. They will eventually get it. There is a catapult wave.
Tower is in danger.
Jackie cannot be greedy trying to go for this tower alone.
Yeah, but top lane is... Wow, that dazzle damage. That was a Crypt Swarm. He lost half his HP. It's like it's a Crystal Maiden.
He even has raindrops. Still taking a lot of damage.
That's painful. Top tier 1 got secured. RZT doomed up in the process. Body blocks from the wolves.
Deny? Oh.
That was
close.
At least he got the tower secured. Mid is going to get denied in the meantime. Bottom is... All 3 outer towers died at the same time in 30 seconds time in favor of Mad Kings in 3 different lanes. That is pretty impressive to pull off, not gonna lie.
Yeah, I don't remember last time I seen this. 3 towers falling 11 minutes in. Also the Morph, very strong, rushing the Lincoln Sphere. Mad Kings with a very good start.
Yeah, I mean they got the towers, net worth is still like even, and that's kind of the only thing that Mad King sometimes tends to struggle with. Like their early game is impeccable, they get all the kills, they push the objectives, but net worth wise they rarely ever get ahead. In this case a lot has to do with the fact that you're playing against a Doom with Devour Gold of course, but definitely feels like they should be at least like 2-3k ahead.
Yeah, Balrogs were just farming instead of defending their towers, so towers dead, but they have the farm.
Doesn't look like an Overlord, Helm of the Overlord game though. for the Lycan. He got himself the Ogre Axe. You think BKB or Echo? Oh, Echo.
Echo.
Actual right-click Lycan. It's been a while for me.
Yeah. Echo plus, I don't know, Orchid or BKB Basher. Not sure what the build is. Even Dazzle. Guess we're gonna learn.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, the Dasso was a thing for a while. I would assume just Echo, BKB. Then I have zero clue what else, because I don't play Lycan, and the hero is too tough for me to play.
Dire are scanning.
Just send summons on the supports and micro your hero. That's all.
Yes, but I accidentally sent everything on the hero, including my hero, and then I just run in the middle of everything, or then I tried to send my hero back and I sent my creep back. You know, it's just not great. Oh, Robo-C! That's a big surprise, but a nice Dukel comes out. However, he's immediately destroyed. In comes Benny, charging for it. The Howl gets stolen by Pablo. He was hoping that he'd steal that shapeshift. They're gonna run away. Jackie got doomed, but he's a little bit too fast to catch up to Pamplona. So that doom is not really gonna result in much. And he just keeps on dipping further and further. They spot the ancients in the trees. Jackie Tokyo, your spirits give you away? Huh? They don't know yet. Pamplona's gonna say hi, going for the TP. Does not have a way. Okay, he does. Jackie is completely stuck. Pamplona will die though. Jackie Tokyo. Yeah.
He's gonna heal.
He does heal significantly, but he's not gonna be able to heal enough.
Phase Boots coming into play. Oh,
Turn. He's done. And the
Double kill.
Yeah. It
I've been
is.
waiting a while for this.
Oh,
so
Hal gets stolen again.
what do
It
you
is
want on your tombstone?
kind of to be expected that you're gonna get caught if you try to TP when the shapeshift's still going. Speaking of which,
The Lycan
Benny,
in trouble?
Yeah, he doesn't have his own shapeshift available. He's in trouble. Can he get out?
Waveform?
Yeah, there's still
Oh, no.
Shallow Grave available as well, so they should be just fine. He's really tanky. 2.1k HP already and 16 armor.
Yeah, he tanked more than I was expecting.
Radiant should look to their middle tower.
This Doom on the DPA, I'm not sure about that. Maybe trying to go for the Morph would be a better play. Marcy gets solo killed by DD Puck. What can you do?
Exactly. What can you do? It's one of those situations. You're just screwed. As a support, if certain heroes get on top of you, and Puck tends to be such a vastly annoying hero in that scenario.
Is under attack.
Taka is going for the rushed BKB. He's very close to this item. Already bringing 2 pieces on the career. I like this decision. Can just combo with the
Benny's going
coil
BKB.
every time.
Or at least he's queued the Mithril Hammer, which I assume is for the BKB, and he splits open the Echo Saber. Unless he's gonna go Deso and surprise me completely.
I'd like to see the Dazzle. The Dazzle with the Dazzle. So they can go Roche at some point.
I mean, if you win one reasonable fight, I think they already have enough to take Roche down. Doom is still walking. Now he's walking around with the Chain Lightning. Like, just get the mana regen creep like everyone does with the mana burn.
He really... He's looking for the Centaur. I'm pretty sure. He has the dagger. He's trying to find the Centaur.
Yeah, but at
Bugs
least
farming
pick up
the camp.
something else in the meantime. There's also Alpha Wolves and stuff.
Alpha Wolf would be hype.
Oh, there's gonna smoke out on the Balrog side. Trying to catch Mad Kings off guard. Jump in, Doom onto Jackie. This time he's got nice Centaur Stomp, but Jackie's trying to juke his way through. The Doom gets stolen, tossed back onto Robo-Z. The Puck is in trouble. Does he get himself back? In comes Adrian charging for Pamplona's already dead. Robo-Z, Shallow Grave is not going to keep him alive in this scenario. The Puck, or does it? Oh, he's close. He still tickles down to death. And Adrian, he needs help quickly. Away from just barely onto the high ground. There is a sidekick available if Adrian wants to turn around and fight. Benny shapeshift's almost over though. So you got to be a little bit careful. Red Monster, sidekick, just use it on Adrian. No, he will falter.
Yeah.
Possible kill.
Middle tower is
I have a question. Why does Dazzle have dust?
against attack.
He dusted the DP Invis rune, so DP just died.
I
He has
do not know. I have
one
been
more
counted by
dust.
this recently as well. I played against I think it was like a Faceless Void or something. And he dusted me while I had an Invis rune, and we had 0 Invis heroes or glimmers on our side, which was the most
This is so
tilting ever.
try hard. This is so try hard.
It makes very much no sense. Are they going to steal
Yeah.
Roche? Oh, they're going to try and steal. Well, they do take it pretty quickly.
Yeah, sidekick, very strong. Spell on the morph. I like this play.
Well, if it succeeds, I
on,
like it
go
as
down.
well. If it fails, then, you know, you should have known better.
They will show the Axel used or not.
Yeah,
They will.
doesn't really matter too much. Doom is going to be... Well, it does matter a bit. They want to jump on to Adrian top, but they're completely spread out on the side of Balrogs. They probably don't want to immediately start a fight into an Aegis. Even though Adrian kind of does not really do anything at this stage in the game. And he's dead.
Yep.
Aegis popped. That's the fear of having an Aegis. You always play way too aggressively, especially on a Morphling. You're thinking, I can stick in. Well, this time, you know, he got jumped the moment that they...
Good news
He swapped
is
and he
he
got
would
silenced.
die. If he didn't have the
Yeah.
Aegis, he would just die.
Probably
But
wouldn't
now,
be there, though.
no Axel. Balrogs can just dominate the map. Because no Axel, no Aegis. Just go. Try to take the tower. I don't like this play for Mad Kings now.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Okay, Ruffy. They're gonna try and defend their tower. There is so much pushing strength though on the Balrog side.
I don't think they can. They can try to delay it. But depends on how much Balrogs wants to go for this tower.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Quinteka has BKB, Lycan. He's not disassembling the Echo, but he's very close to his BKB as well.
Yeah, I guess he wants to stick with the Echo and have a BKB at the same time. Double damage denied by Jackie Tokyo.
He denied it. He was scared. I feel like Mad Kings cannot go for a team fight before Jackie's BKB. He's trying to get this item. But RSNT is gonna steal the whole wave, right? Yeah.
The problem is the supports is just easy fodder for this Lycan every time. You're gonna doom DP, and DP doesn't have a Linken's, so DP is out of the fight pretty much. And you probably Dream Coil him, so he can't center Stampede out of... Actually, Dream Coil just got used in the top lane. But he still won't be able to get out. Quickly taken care of. RSNT did TP through. That tier 2 tower is going to be easy pickings for the side of Balrogs. Robo's even looking for RSNT. There's no way to hold him down.
Oh, even the kisses. What?
It's a liberal use of their ultis there. They don't have coil
Quinteka.
and they don't have kisses.
Marcy is respawning. Balrogs needs to be careful here.
Adrian
No
really
kisses,
needs
no
some
coil?
anti- Oh, Adrian walking right to Pamplona. But he does not actually have anything to break the Lincolns. He needs to get a creep that breaks Lincolns.
Maybe a neutral item. Let's see what they have. What?
Oh, they do find themselves. Benny pops the BKB. Shapeshift, he's trying to run away. Do they get the kill? Pablo turns into the wolf as well. But it is going to be Jackie Tokyo getting the kill. That's a huge one because now you don't have Benny. And if you would even buy back, no Shapeshift and no BKB available for 80
What?
seconds.
DP had used to cancel Dazzle TP.
Yeah, but
He went for the
silence interrupts
silence.
it as well.
Look at Pamplona's position here.
Yeah, that is so
Wedding.
incredibly risky. That right there is your average Dota 2 pub player. Except
Yeah.
he didn't sell his items yet. But yeah, he's just standing AFK with the Shadow Amulet, showing us peak physical prowess for a Dota 2 player.
Okay, this Azo for the Lycan kill is paying off. Now Mad Kings can just ward, take their turn, go back. Fact is, since Lycan died on the triangle, Mad Kings is not thinking they have a ward on their side. So that obs is going to stay there for a long time.
Yeah, because no one would be that oblivious.
Yeah, Benny was very aggressive, still farming there.
Well, smoke from Mad Kings looking for a fight. Maybe they can find a free Benny again. I think this time it will be a little bit harder. He's also going for the Basher next. But they're walking underneath ward vision soon enough. Because there's also an obs top lane ward. Benny's just pushing out the mid tier 2 tower. Sure, you can flank all you want. Doesn't matter if we take all the objectives on the map.
Rivik is going for the Ghost Scepter. I wonder when he's going to buy the shard.
Oh, RSG gets doomed top side. They have a coil. And that should be the center taken care of.
Even breaking the coil.
Not that it would have mattered too much. He was just a sitting duck at that point. We also have RM right now. His items, phase boots, magic wand, and double bracer. All those small items, but it does mean that you don't have like a blink dagger to initiate a fight. It's just no Aether Lens for the extra range. It's nice so that you can stay alive, but no matter what happens, the Lycan shapeshifts, you're dead. These 2 braces will keep you alive for probably a solid 2 seconds longer.
Yeah, I agree. Morph has a long way to the Eye of Scotty. He really needs this item to man fight the Lycan.
Well, they are slithering about. You also see Pablo. He popped a shapeshift because it was ending anyway. And, well, you can be a fast little wolf.
Mad King is not the ward in the triangle.
Queen Tekka pops the BKB, but Adrian does a lot of damage. Sidekick wasn't even used there, surprisingly enough. Now it does, and oh my god, that damage with the Sidekick active. They will find RM. Adrian is in trouble. He does swap over towards Strength, but not fully. Benny pops his BKB, but they don't have the Doom. They don't have the Dream Coil, so that makes the fight significantly tougher for them.
You Scepter? No,
Jackie,
again.
Use it.
Put in a quick cast. Do something.
You know, it's a little bit too much. You don't want to give them too much hope, break their spirits too much. You want to just ease it in, slowly burn them out of the map. So Adrian hits so incredibly hard with the with that sidekick buff. I mean, 65 bonus damage with 50% lifesteal. It feels very overtuned. And why does it cost less mana the higher the level is? What's that bullshit? Literally every spell costs more than the higher the level is.
30 mana is a joke.
Who thought that?
This is the pocket satanic for Morph.
Yep, if it's not Dawnbreaker, that's a pay. Oh, actually, Adrian gets caught. Doom gets thrown out. He gets taken care of. RM needs to disengage. Doom gets stolen, though. At least you do have Pablo with that nice steal. But that's Roshan with the Aegis Plus shard in favor of the Balrogs. And the Basher to be delivered as well towards Benny. 60 seconds, no more. If this could be problematic.
I really hope Lycan doesn't pick up the shard. I don't like it. Maybe Queen Tekka makes a better use of it. Do you like the random moves?
Yeah, it's just annoyance. You get 15 gold for killing one of those wolves, so it's like negligible. And it
he already used it.
It kind of always forces, you know, the side lanes to slightly be more pushed out, so you're gonna need to send a player from your team back home more often, which means pushing anything yourself becomes a little bit rougher. I like
It's
that.
probably good. I just don't like it. It's personal.
I mean, I can
But
get
it's
behind that.
probably
Like,
good.
if you see compare that to other shards, then yeah, I would definitely see that why you would like other shards more than that specific one.
Okay, now Rubik has the Doom. How will they use it? Is the question.
Buck
Smoke.
does not
Oh,
have
almost
Lincoln's. Probably
caught
Buck.
by the Lycan Wolves.
Benny is gonna get doomed. Can't get the shapeshift off. He doesn't actually have the BKB. And
No
they're
Aegis as well.
yeah, they make sure that the Dazzle's out of range. Benny's gonna get killed on one end, 555 on the other. That is a big double kill secured. The creeps are also coming in towards that bottom lane so they can start to knock on the tier 2 tower mid. But immediately you see the play coming out from Balrogs. They're trying to split push mid out. The Wolves even joining the fun. To
This
make
play was so fast by Mad Kings. Holy, Lycan did not have time to breathe.
Is under attack.
yeah, that it was kind of surprising that he still got caught. I mean,
Is under attack.
Benny's been caught twice now where I'm thinking, yeah, he should have been able to dodge those.
Yeah, definitely slowing Balrog's game with his death.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Exo, high ground, that's going to be the tier 3 tower, easily taken care of. No fortification for the Dire side either. They are split pushing mid in the meantime though. But no Lycan means no fear. Jumping from Pamplona, gets the Doom off. Is going to get his ass whooped, it seems. Doom got stolen again, but he still has to wait 70 seconds for a new Doom usage here on the Rubik. So it's not the most influential steal for this specific fight. They're gonna back
Get the
off though.
shard. They hold the base.
At least it's still intact. The racks, that is. The rest is not.
Now Mad Kings can just reset. They have the Doom already almost ready on the Rubik. 40 seconds. They can definitely dodge Balrogs before this cooldown.
So, who do you prefer at this stage in the game? Do you still think it's just going to be Morphling, outcarries everything, and GG? Or is it going to be that one bad team fight that they take and then their base is gone?
Balrogs can definitely just destroy Mad King's base if they manage to win a fight, but I feel like they need to find a way to doom this Morph in order to win a fight, a 5v5 fight. Adrian's just very strong with this Scotty. Yeah. He's hitting very, very hard.
Oh, Doom again onto Benny. He did get the BKB off, but Shapeshift is going to be a different story. RoboZ loses the Aegis. They're going to try and surround the puck. Very elusive hero.
Expose?
Can they take him down? No, RoboZ should be able to disengage. That won't be a BKB for the Lycan Shapeshift if they want to re-aggress on the side of Balrogs.
But it's actually okay. The BKB usage there was on point because he would die to dispose.
Yeah, it's definitely, you know, the lesser of two evils. You'd rather keep him alive. And honestly, they're not going to be able to chase in further because he didn't pop the Shapeshift. If he popped Shapeshift, they probably would go back to like pushing high ground at this stage. But with Shapeshift still up, you don't have any control on the side of Mad Kings, and that's the big problem. If Lycan gets his Shapeshift off and starts in the fight, he's going to nullify an X as well. Like, these supports are dead. Rubik needs his shard actually to try and get someone out of dodge.
Even to lift himself against the Lycan.
Yeah, because 4 staffs and such ain't gonna work soon enough anymore. The bane of every support, I would say. Nullifier, and you kinda can't do anything anymore to save your teammates. It's over.
Benny. I thought
Dream
Benny
Coil was stolen, by the way.
Yeah, has the coil, level 3 coil, very strong spell. Benny's almost going greedy here.
are lurking. They are looking.
RSNT is waiting for him. He's scouting with the creeps. This is a nice play. It's kind of obvious right now because no one's showing for Mad Kings, only the Morph.
Yeah, Balrogs, they're using this
so
moment
Rubik.
as well to try and lurk behind and possibly catch them off guard that way. The rest of
Buck
the team
has
smoked.
Ags. This is gonna bring some chaos to the team fight.
I'm all for it. What fun can we see come forward? RM is going for the BKB on the Marcy. That's actually a pretty nice pickup. Not really, you know, position 5 support material, but it does keep you alive, and you staying alive means you can get the sidekick off on the Morphling or possibly save him in case he gets doomed.
Yeah, with this BKB, the Marcy can just try to bully the Dazzle out of the team fight as well.
Dazzle.
Feels like both teams are kind of chilling, maybe buying time for the Roche, trying to hit some timings. Lycan is still not very close to the Nullifier. Doom is getting close to his BKB. Bucky, we do not know what is the next item. Maybe travel boots.
Almighty money.
The Queen Tekka is becoming the right clicker right now, close to the level 20. This is when the fun begins.
And the fun hopefully will begin soon enough, because it is, I mean, it had some pretty nice moments, especially like the Rubik steals and whatnot, and the jumps onto Benny. However, there's also been quite a lot of downtime of just AFK farming for both these teams, which is kind of surprising because I did not expect with these two drafts specifically and these two teams that it would be this passive gameplay.
Divas on Jackie Tokyo plus BKB. If this guy doesn't get doomed, he will do a lot on the fights. Smoke play. They use the smoke inside their own base.
The Dire
I guess nighttime, right? So they need to leave the base.
Yeah,
Safety.
Roshan's up in a minute, so they're kind of worried that that might be taken, because that would be the third Roshan, which is either a free refresher or a free Ags. Both you kind of can't give away. If you give... I guess Lycan would bite the Doom? I have no idea. Wait, actually, the Snapfire. Look at the Snapfire. He's gone dataless. He's actually going right-click build offlane Snapfire.
Yeah, the fun is almost beginning.
This could be
20, 50, 250 gold away.
You got Daedalus. Still needs the little shred of multi-shot, but... that could be kind of fun. If you bite the Snapfire, it just charges forward.
Yeah, but the Snapfire will become melee. I don't know how that would work.
I have absolutely no clue either, but it would probably be glorious. And we're here for it, hopefully. It's probably never going to bite him. He's probably going to
Now I
like,
wanna
bite the
see
Doom
it.
or something. Boring.
I'll probably just test it on the lobby for next game.
Tower is no more.
Yeah, do that, because I really want to know what happens then.
No clue what works. I mean, what happens.
Centaur. Lotus BKB is going for the Aghanim Scepter next, and the Ags is really good, of course, because it gives you unobstructed pathing, but most importantly also 30% damage reduction. Didn't that used to do 40% damage reduction? I swear it used to do 40.
Dazzle Eggs is no joke as well.
Oh yeah, the reset of cooldowns on an ally. Reduces all items cooldowns by 50% and becomes an active ability that can cast on allied units to refresh all item cooldowns. That means double BKB, double Nullifier Lycan.
That is insane.
Puck actually went Ags. You know, the new one. The old shard. But with invis detection. I hate that thing. It's No, I despise it so much. Slight pushback, okay. In this case, it might just work. They find the Rubik. And Dreamcoil on the side. RM is already dead. They're looking for more. Jackie Tokyo needs in this case. Didn't pop his X. So Adrian trying to go in for Pamplona. Shallow Grave keeps him alive for a little bit longer. Is Pamplona going to be able to get away? Yes, he is. Nice stun with the Mud Golem as well. Good microing coming through. Jackie Tokyo is trying to get something out of this, but Pamplona is shadow bladed up. He's gone. RoboZ can't be caught up to. They need to kind of take Roche right now with Shapeshift on cooldown. Like, this is the only moment that you can get it done. Everyone use all their cooldowns.
Pretty much everyone. Puck needs to provide vision on the
jump in
every time.
That is a big kill. They find the Dazzle. Doom onto Benny on the side. Lycan is in trouble as well. They control Queen Tekka. They control Benny. They're fighting two different directions. Shallow Grave keeps Benny alive for a little bit longer, but it won't be enough because Benny will just tickle down afterwards. The Doom is too much. Does have a buyback available. He does buy back. 15 seconds until Shapeshift is back in action. He has a BKB still available. They're looking to kite it around. He actually cancels his TP. And now RoboZ gets stunned up in the process. Can he burst them down? RoboZ is stuck. Can he get away? Dreamcoil, he holds them in place. They will be able to get back, but Benny is now back alive with that BKB, with the Shapeshift, with the Nullifier, ready to pump out these supports. And there we go. He's coming in from the side. Can they get the kill onto 5 for 5? Yes, they do get the Dazzle dieback going in. RM is in trouble. They find the nasty little Marcy taken care of, and they will fall back. Roshan now to be taken for Balrogs all of a sudden, because the two supports on Mad Kings, of course, do not have a buyback available.
And while this is happening, bot lane, the Wolves just taking the tier 3 tower.
Yeah, that is the shard in action right there. Top lane as well. The Wolves are pushing it out. That's the Wolf, the Lycan shard in action.
And the cripple affecting the tower attack speed also.
Really?
Yeah.
That sounds like BS. Come on, hit.
Just look, hit once. Look.
Wow, okay, that is new to me.
Also, I did not know that as well.
Why is that a thing? How does it cripple a building?
Okay, I kind of like it now. I understand the cripple.
I understand the cripple, which makes no sense. Biting a brick. Yes, 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 it's crippled. It can't do anything anymore.
I mean, if you consider the tower like a plant, it's a...
Oh, no, it's, you know, it's
alive, you know?
It's maybe. Then they should rename it from towers.
Yeah.
Kind of like, the Dyer's one is kind of like a magma worm thing.
I mean, this is actually very, very good. Slowing the tower attack speed. Not sure if Jakiro does that too.
I would assume so.
I want to test it as well.
Yeah, you're going to be very busy testing everything
Yeah.
in the break. We learn something new every day, and of course it has to be a Mad Kings game to give us all that juicy detail. Queen Tekka! Why were you there without a buyback?
Dylan.
Like, you're towards the enemy's tier 2 tower top, and no one's nearby.
Saw Pamplona misclicking his BKB, so he was like laughing, I don't know. Just died.
Who needs a BKB? Actually, they need that Shivas. It's kind of surprising that Lycan doesn't have, like, a Scotty, even though it sounds weird. But you need some healing reduction against the Morphling, especially with the Marcy sidekick. The Death Prophet as well. They have no... They don't even have a Spirit Vessel on their team. They have 0 healing reduction.
And going for a Scotty on Lycan would be a desperate play.
Yes, but you need something. Puck needs to buy... I mean, they are going for the Shivas on the Doom, but then Puck at least needed to go Shivas. Someone needs to buy healing reduction. Or it's, you know, Spirit Vessel during the laning stage, because this is just suicide. Jump in, Pamplona. Staying alive for a little bit longer. Double Force Staff used. The Doom is going to get taken down regardless, though. It's 80 seconds, no buyback available. And he's also 100 gold off.
I'm surprised Dazzle didn't die too. He tried to save Doom. That was very dangerous.
Jump in, Jackie gets nullified. Jackie is dead. Didn't even get the chance to spot the BKB. Benny gets pushed back. Invis is there. Dream Cold stolen. Gets thrown out in the process, but Marcy is just going to get mowed down by Benny. RZT going for the TP away. The Doom's thrown out onto Adrian. Where's his team? They're all dead. He is all alone. Water Boy cannot disengage.
The Centaur's
Wait for him, double wait for him, can he get away? No, he cannot. Shotgun blast stunned up in the process. And what are you doing, Jackie Tokyo? In what world was that a play? Jumping towards the tier 4 towers.
He blinked in?
He blinked in on top of them without popping BKB and just gets nullified killed.
Who gassed him to go for that play? Diving tier 4s against Dazzle? You don't want to dive against Dazzle.
And, you know, against the Doom, against the Puck, it sounds like a very dumb thing to do. And indeed, it was very dumb to do. Triple buyback from the 3 Mad King scores. RZT tries to get the stun in, load to Sword, spell reflect onto Robo's either. They have the damage, no, because Adrian's not there just yet. They will at least stay alive for the time being. They're actually trying to get rid of Pamplona on the side.
They need to get anything here. Triple buybacks.
The 2 supports are coming back as well. Balrogs are actually going to reinitiate onto Jackie Tokyo, who's going to get stunned up. Does not pop the BKB. Yules keeps him alive. No nullifier being used just yet. Now gets the BKB up, but Jackie Tokyo needs Spirit Siphons to stay healed up. He can't find anything. Just use them on the creeps. Just use your Siphons on something. Ben is going to be chased down by Adrian, and luckily enough, the Morphling is here to play because he's finding the kills necessary. They get the kill of Buck. Pamplona taken care of. Dazzle is down, and it turns back around. Also, top lane, that's the Wolves going ham right there. That's almost a full top set of racks picked up by just the split push of the Creeps and the Wolves.
Now Balrogs kinda just need to reset and play on these buybacks, because triple buybacks on Mad Kings. This is a very weird weird spot to be if you're Mad Kings. Triple buybacks.
Both teams, to be fair.
Barely winning the fight. They lost the middle racks. They lost the range racks on top side. Time to activate the despair mode.
Activate your trap cards, guys. Come on. You gotta see. Now they're gonna aggress, of course, on Mad Kings without their Centaur and DP. And the Puck buys back Dream Coil. And Puck is level 25, so Dream Coil pierces magic immunity. You kill Adrian, game's over.
Also, if you're on the chat, ask for the Yu-Gi-Oh creator who just passed away.
He did? Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that breaks my heart. I used to love playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Old school days. I always got pissed off at the anime, though, because all the rules were bullshit. I summon Blue Eyes White Dragon, Blue Eyes White Dragon, Blue Eyes White Dragon to create Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon and attack you to kill you! Bullshit!
The card game was very hard.
That should help.
If you compare with the anime action.
And I activate Pot of Greed, and I draw 2 cards. And I use Pot of Greed, and I draw 2 cards. What? F you.
Also the relics.
Yeah, I can see Yugi boy. I can see your cards. What? How is this legal? What? In what world is this okay? And everyone agrees with it. Nah, you just gotta believe in the heart.
Hard to emulate on the card game.
You just gotta believe in the heart of the cards, my dude. Or as we call it these days,
gotta believe
RNG.
on the heart of the morph here.
Yeah,
this is all win on Adrian.
That morph.
Because DP is not having the impact anymore. Centaur also not having the impact. They trust the Basher BKB Marcy. I don't know what's the plan here for Mad Kings.
I mean, the next part is just wait for the next Roshan and maybe get a decent fight going in. Possibly. I don't really know. Centaur does have... He's going for the heart. He's got... wait. Is Ags equipped? Okay.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have shard.
Leeches.
Because I don't know why people hate shard for some reason.
I think you need the heart before you have the shard.
Yeah, but heart takes so long to buy that, you know, shards at least now kind of solution.
Yeah, they need anything here.
Because they're not going to just give you the opportunity here to do anything, to get your freebies going. Plona, he's got that Aeon Disc as well. I think that's a really smart choice at this stage. Dazzle going for the blink.
Pretty much
Sapphire's
everyone
going
on
Sky.
Balrogs. Snapfire.
Yep.
Okay.
Split shot.
That's
Still
new.
try to multi-shot. They need something to deal with the healing on the side of Mad Kings, and considering Lycan doesn't want to build it. Oh, he's also going for a Scotty. Okay. I guess. Who's buying the Shivas then? Puck? Huh? Wink wink? Hint hint?
Have to be the Doom if they really want this item. Has to be the Doom. I'm ready for the blue split shots on Quinteka. He's kind of far.
This game. Getting slightly on my nerves.
Behold!
Roche up in a minute. That's going to be a very crucial Roche engagement.
Everyone on Balrogs have had the buyback except for the Doom.
Yeah, Mad Kings.
They're in
2
a
minutes.
very good spot.
So it is kind of problematic to go for the Roche fight if you are the Radiant side.
What?
Okay. Stampede used. That's a pretty big cooldown considering you have an Ags bot for it as well.
Mars is gonna die. Maybe not.
So Doom on the run. Can he get away? Glimmer Gate. Pamplona is gonna get chased. Silence comes out onto 5 for 5. They actually find the 2 supports. That could be pretty big. Aeon Disc on 5 for 5 also gets popped. They almost kill Pamplona. Shadow Blade. Blink TP. Nope. Pablo denies it. He hasn't even stolen a spell in that fight on the Rubik. But they find the 2 supports, and guess who is up? Big bad bully Roche.
Pablo is just trying to steal the Doom every time. He's holding the spell still.
Yeah, but he might be holding it for next game. That's not really what you want to do at this stage. Okay, into the pit they go. Marcy dropping low. Look at that little shred of damage. 2 supports both taken care of. Buybacks coming through. Argentine with the BKB staying alive for the time being. Quinteka has another little shred. Look at that damage coming out. Jackie Tokyo getting bursted out into oblivion. And Adrian, he's trying to go for the right click fight. Needs the supports quickly. But Adrian is dead. He's stun locked completely. Argentine chased down as well. Can he get away? RoboZ is a little bit too fast for your bridges.
He's dead as well.
And that should be 40 seconds. They have buyback available. They just need to delay on the side of my Mad Kings. It's not over yet, but it's very close.
Where are the wolves? 2 bot lane? 2? Maybe 4. 4 wolves. Okay. Mid lane, 1 wolf. Top lane, 1 wolf. This is gonna be hard to hold.
Well, they're gonna have to try it, because otherwise that is Tata Huzzah in game number 1.
Morph has buyback now.
Yeah, Centaur has his.
Also Centaur.
Jackie in 8 seconds. So they can at least contest, but they got no buybacks if they use the last 2 there.
20 seconds cooldown on Scythe of Vice. Now 15 seconds.
Argentine using his Stampede again offensively, and you're paying Ags for that. Dream Coil does not actually holds them back at least. They're gonna fall back. Everyone just going for the straight TP, and they'll be able to get out. They forced 3 buybacks, got Mega. Oh, actually they didn't get Mega. Sorry, Malirax is still standing in the bottom lane.
For now, because 4 wolves going there.
Oh yeah, he's munching away at the Malirax, and You're gonna need to get bots on everyone in your team. Adrian's going Rapier. You're at that stage in the game.
Spare mode. But again, 3 buybacks. Centaur, DP, and... Oh, only 2 buybacks actually. Right? 2 buybacks. Oh, Morph as well. Okay.
Oof. Big oof.
I think it's round 2 time because Shapeshift is coming back.
Well, they are definitely posturing right now. Argentines going for the Scythe. Pamplona is going Shard on the Doom. Well, everyone's like over level 24 now, pretty much. Well, most of them, so the Shard starts to become really good at this stage. Oh, he is on the Shadow Blade though. But they do see him.
Has the ninja gear on.
Yeah.
Let's see if he finds.
Pablo gets pushed back. Pamplona jumping in. The Doom gets thrown out. Pablo taken care of. And Argentine with the Stampede. Every kill is going to be a permadeath on the sides of the Mad Kings. Can they stay alive here? Going forward, RM is going to jump in, try and keep them at bay. Pamplona, 4 staff back. Aeon Disc gets popped on 1. Aeon Disc gets popped on... Oh my god! 5 for 5 just barely stays alive thanks to the Aeon Disc. It came back 1 second off cooldown. And he's going to stay alive on the side. Jackie Tokyo has fallen, and it's all onto Adrian. Adrian will not be able to do anything, and the Balrogs win game number 1. Mad Kings got a little bit of their own medicine thrown back right into their faces because a superb performance coming out from the Balrogs. And a Lycan safe lane winning.
Yeah, straight up outplays on team fights coming from Balrogs. Mad Kings could not fight against the Lycan, against the Puck. Mad Kings were relying on pickoffs. We've seen some pickoffs on Benny, some pickoffs on Quinteka, but it wasn't enough to win the game with this.
Look at that damage dealt as well. You got top of the damage dealers from Balrogs, of course, King Tekka, the Snapfire, but a lot of this game was handled. I mean, it was just a real team effort coming out from the Balrogs. And Mad Kings, they never really built it. Like, their counter to the Lycan was the Centaur, which that was literally all they had. Counter to Lycan is try and get fast as well, but that means, you know, you pop your Stampede for it. If you had a Mars, you could block him and his minions. If you had the Puck yourself, you could be a nuisance. They had nothing to deal with the Lycan and his creeps.
Also, the Morph were kind of alone in these fights to deal damage because Jackie was falling behind. Only 18k net worth on the DP. Compare with the Puck, that's very sad.
Yeah, definitely a rough game here for the Mad Kings, but only game number 1 to be certain has been played. We're going to go towards a short little break before game number 2 is on its way, so we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. There's more Dota coming after the break.